Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about how you can get stronger within Kritika Reboot. In this video we will talk about how to go from fresh level 70 to 500k combat power. Keep in mind this guide will only cover the basics and we won't go into too many details. I will however make videos on different areas we cover in this video if you guys request it. And before we begin guys, I would like to inform you that if you go down in the description below, there will be timestamps, so you have an easier time to navigate through this video as we will cover many different things. So first up, we got Etherforce. This is easily one of the easiest ways to boost your combat power. By default, if you press K and then Force, you're going to see different colored orbs. Here you want to use recalculation scrolls and Etherforce you have collected on the high tab. Trying to upgrade below high is a waste of time. To gain scrolls and Etherforce you can use your redstones or buy them off of the auction house. Your goal is to upgrade all of them as they give a massive amount of combat power should you max them all out. Costumes and Wappens. Now I think the name Wappens is really weird. I rather use Sigils, but since Wappens is the official name within the game, that's what we're going to use for this guide. Now this one is going to hurt a little. A good way to increase your combat power by a lot is to buy a costume set from the cash shop or from players selling them. There are different grades. High and rare are the ones you can obtain, where rare is the best. Rare gives double the stats of high costumes and allows for 2 weapon slots per costume piece. The stats you want for your costume goes like this. For the headpiece you want critical. For the face or others you want critical damage to boss. With top decoration you want hit. With hands you want attack speed or damage, whatever you prefer. Top you want hit rate. Back piece critical damage. With the feet damage or movement speed, either works just fine. Bottom hit rate and bottom decoration critical damage. So with that out of the way, you might have noticed that there are some shapes in your costume and we'll go over what they are. So there are 5 in total. There is the circle, triangle, tetragon, pentagon, and hexagon. These are called Wappens. They give extra stats to your costumes, and depending on what grade you equip, you might see some big results. Right, now we move on to gear enhancement. This is the most costly long term, but also the most efficient way to get combat power. The order in which you need to focus upgrading is weapon, accessories, artifact, and Catalapis. Upgrading your armor can give you some combat power, but not as much as other types of gear. Alright, so let's take a look at emblem collection. Collecting emblems can be useful for some combat power gain, but shouldn't be your highest priority when starting out as a fresh level 70. Although, getting the Pandora Cube emblem and equipping it is a good way to boost your combat power with between 30k to 40k. Results may vary depending on your current stats though. Alright, titles. Titles are a great way to get some extra combat power with little effort. You can complete set titles which will reward you with additional stats, and you can also equip a title which can boost your combat power. Getting these titles can prove challenging if you don't know how to get them, but they should be fairly easy for everyone to achieve. Enchanting orbs. Enchanting orbs are possibly the most expensive way to increase your combat power. Depending on the grade of the enchanting orb, you can get some huge gains in combat power. I would recommend to go for either high or rare grade to start things off with. Later on you can upgrade to a better enchanting orb once you have obtained one through either dungeons or bought it on the auction house. Rolling stats on gear. Okay guys, so this one is going to be based completely on your luck. This method is all about using your re-identify scrolls and recalculation scrolls. When you appraise a piece of gear, you will get random 5 stats. It can be difficult to know what each gear can provide, which is why you can hover over the question mark to show you the possible stats. The primary stats you want in general, and keep in mind, as a list is, it's not in chronological order. It's critical, critical damage, attack, attack speed, damage rate, elemental enhancement, MP or, mana. Defensive stats are less effective due to you being able to one-shot is much quicker in terms of clearing. Also, you can't die if you kill the enemy first, right? When you finally got your preferred stats, you need to use your recalculation scrolls to maximize those stats. Here RNG plays a big role in getting the values you want. Prime stat on gear. As for prime stat on your gear, the maximum value of each gear is 40 for armor, 40 for accessories, and 70 for weapon. Do keep in mind that these values are for the dimension weapons, or the dimension gear in general. These maximum values might differ depending on the type of gear that you have equipped. The ways to achieve this by buying gear, transferring the prime stat at the anvil, or buy prime increase tickets. So that means that even if you get a low value, you have ways to increase it. Okay, so this one is going to be a bit long, so I will try my best to explain it. Okay, soul gems and soul gem set bonus. This is a method that is purely about being patient and just, slowly farming towards it. You can, however, speed up the process by buying additional entry tickets. These additional entry tickets cost about 500k gold at a vendor. The maximum amount of runs you can do in a day is 13. But if you don't have premium, or if you don't have tickets, it's only 2 runs daily. If you have premium, it's 3 runs daily. There are 3 primary types of soul gems that you can collect: Carnelian, Sapphire, and Topaz. For Carnelian, I recommend going for critical damage. For Sapphire, I highly recommend going your primary attack type. Just an example, if you play Hongyung or the Archer, you want to go for piercing, as that's her primary attack type. For Topaz, you should always go for the primary element that you have either chosen or that your class has already. There's also a soul gem set bonus. This set bonus is completed once you have full level 1 equipped on all gear. Keep in mind, you don't need full set of the same level gems. If you have, let's say, full set of level 2 soul gems, but you change one soul gem to a level 3 one, it won't remove your level 2 set bonus, but if you equip a level 1 soul gem, you're going to go down to level 1 set bonus. I hope that sort of explains it. I will go into further detail with this if you guys request a video for it. Whew, well that was a lot. So we're almost at the end, guys. Talisman. When you reach 140k combat power, you unlock the quest to obtain Talisman. Keep in mind that you do need 500k combat power to even farm the materials needed to upgrade it. The materials can be obtained with green stones as well. You level up the Talisman by completing dungeons, but it will be capped. Once capped, you need to evolve it. You evolve the Talisman at the evolution NPC. To add stats to a Talisman, press I on your keyboard to open your inventory and click on the Talisman icon at the bottom left corner. It is fairly simple, and it might take a long time to fully complete, but it's worth it. Okay, so this one really doesn't matter too much in my opinion, but it is a way to gain combat power, so I included it in the video. And that is cards. You simply open a card pack, and then you list them on the card tab. You need to get lucky though, but it does provide some minor stats. Right guys, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoy making these guides for you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye guys.